I uploaded a video and it got 145 views on day one. Then it kept climbing. I mean, it hit 18,000 views and it's still going. So I thought I had something figured out. So I made another video and I put more into it, 50 hours of work. I mean, learned Adobe After Effects from scratch just to make it look the way that I wanted it to look. Day one on that video, 11 views. I mean, it sat there for months before it even found its audience. So why did one take off immediately and the other one take months to find its audience? And why did the one that I worked harder on perform worse? Once I understood what was actually driving the difference, I could see exactly why some videos take off and others don't, and what to do about it so it doesn't keep happening. So we've all got a version of this story. You spend a ridiculous amount of time on a video, not just filming, not just editing, but actually caring about it. I mean, you think through the structure, you research it, you make it better than anything you've put out before. And when you upload it, you feel incredibly excited. Like this one could be the one that finally puts you on the map for good. I mean, you're not being arrogant. You just have a quiet confidence about the video. Like this one is different. So then you wait and the views come in slow and then slower. And then you start telling yourself, oh, it just needs time. YouTube takes time. So give it a few days. And a few days go by and you check again and it's still sitting there. And you're starting to compare it to your other videos, like the ones you made faster, the ones you cared less about. And somehow those are doing better. So you put more into a video than anything else on your channel, and you've refreshed the analytics more times than you want to admit. I know I've done it, waiting for it to take off. Not only did it not, it got fewer views in the videos that you made in half the time. That specific feeling, that's what this video is about. So what makes it worse is that it's not even random. Like there's a pattern here. The videos that we pour the most into often perform the least. And the videos we almost didn't make somehow find an audience. I mean, I've talked to enough creators and read enough through the comments that I know that this isn't just me. Like this is not just you either. I mean, it's a pattern that shows up across every niche, like every channel size, every stage of the journey. And this is the reason that most people get this wrong, is that they assume the problem is their video. I mean, they go back and watch it. They try to figure out what was wrong with the editing or the hook or the pacing. They look at everything except the one thing that actually caused it. Once you see what the thing actually is, you can't unsee it. And it's actually good news because it means the problem is in your quality. It's not your skills, it's something completely fixable. So think about the last time that you had a pipe burst in your house, or if it hasn't happened to you, picture it. Water coming out of the ceiling, soaking through the floor, and you need a plumber right now. Not tomorrow, not next week, today, this hour. I mean, you're not shopping around. You're not comparing reviews. You're calling whoever picks up and you're paying whatever they say because the pain is happening right now and you need it to stop. Now think about the last time that you noticed the weird noise your car was making, but it was only happening sometimes. You're going to make a mental note. You're going to forget about it because it's not a big deal. And then you're going to make another mental note at some point if you hear it again. Weeks are going to go by. So you figure that the problem is going to work itself out because it's annoying, but you can live with it. So every niche has both of these problems, the ones people can live with and the ones they can't. In fitness, there's a difference between someone who wants to get in better shape eventually and someone who has a wedding in 6 weeks and nothing fits. Same topic, completely different urgency. In personal finance, there's a difference between someone who wants to invest more and then someone who just got hit with a bill that they can't pay. Same category, different level of pain. In YouTube, there's a difference between a creator who wants to grow their channel and a creator who's been posting for a year and has under 500 subscribers and is starting to wonder whether this is worth it or not. So 2 of my biggest videos tap directly into the second kind of pain. One is called Why 99% of Channels Never Grow on YouTube, and the other is about why the algorithm stops promoting small creators. Both crossed 14,000 and 18,000 views, not because of anything special about the production, but because they spoke to something creators were desperate to understand. The videos that get watched with absolute intent, the ones that get clicked because someone needs to watch them right now. Those are the videos that are solving the second kind of problem, the urgent one. That's the one that actually is going to keep them up at night. Your best video probably solved a problem that your audience can live with. So they clicked on something else because that other video probably spoke to what was actually bothering them right now. So that's why the video that got 145 views on day one kept climbing to 18,000 views. It was solving an urgent problem. And that's why the one that I spent 50 hours on only got 11 views on day one. It was solving a problem that people can live with. And here's the part that makes it harder than it sounds, because even knowing this, like most creators still get it wrong for a reason that has nothing to do with research or even strategy. So when we make a video, we're looking at the top of the iceberg. That's like the finished thing, the production, the graphic that we spent 3 hours getting right, the structure that we reworked 4 times. That's what we see. That's what we're proud of. So that's what we put out into the world. But the audience isn't looking at any of that. They're looking at the bottom. So they came to YouTube with a specific feeling, and they're scanning thumbnails asking one question without even knowing it. It's subconscious. So does this speak to what I'm actually dealing with right now? The video that I mentioned earlier, 50 hours, After Effects, 11 views on day one. So what I was focused on was the craft. I mean, I'd never had used motion graphics before, and I was proud of what I'd figured out how to do. And that pride in the craft, like, that's not a bad thing. But I was making a video about something that I thought was interesting, not something that the audience was desperate to understand. So the video now has 1,864 views. I mean, it found its audience eventually. It's evergreen. So it took months to get there. And it got there slowly because I was solving a problem that people can live with. And the creators that you look up to right now, the ones with channels you wish you had, like, they have a version of that too. You're just not seeing it because all you see is the tip. You don't see the videos they made that nobody watched. You don't see the ideas that they had that went nowhere. And you don't see that the months that they spent figuring out what their audience actually needed versus what they assumed they needed. So those 50 hours that I put in weren't wasted. I can build motion graphics in a fraction of the time now because I put in those 50 hours. Every video that I've made since is faster and it looks better because of a video that only got 11 views. But there's a difference between going through the journey and then going through it with intention. Not lying to yourself about where you are, not pretending that a video flopped because of the algorithm, when the real reason was that it was solving the wrong problem. So what does actually solving the right problem look like? Because that's the part that most of these videos never actually tell you. You don't need to scrap everything. You don't need to rebuild everything from scratch. You just need to change the question that you ask right before you make a video. Most creators ask, what do I want to make? They ask, what do I know a lot about? What did I think was interesting this week? The question that actually drives views is, what is my audience desperate to solve right now? Not eventually, not in general, right now. The one question asked before you pitch a single idea changes the video before you film a single frame. And the answer is usually closer than you think. So first you need to go to your comments and read them like a researcher, not a creator looking for validation. You want to read them like someone that's trying to understand what's actually going on in your viewer's life, their frustrations they admit, the questions that they repeat, the places where they push back or say, this doesn't apply to me. Those are the data points about real problems, not just opinions about your video. And if you don't have comments yet, that's okay. So you go look at your competitors' comments instead. So find the comments covering topics that you want to cover, and then read what the audience is actually saying. The same frustrations, the same unanswered questions, the same gaps are all right there. Like, your future audience is already telling someone else what they need. Go find out what it is. And then second, what people keep asking you. So if the same question shows up in 3 different comments over 3 different videos, that's not a coincidence. That's a gap. That's an audience telling you what they need and what they're not getting. And then third, the problems that feel urgent or embarrassing to admit. So these are almost always the most acute. So people search for things that they're scared to say out loud. So the person who Googles how to stop feeling like a failure on YouTube isn't doing it casually. They're doing it because something finally got bad enough to make them look. When you find that problem, the one that's urgent and real and specific, and you make a video that speaks directly to it, you don't have to manufacture urgency. It's already there. You just have to show up for it. Your video didn't fail because you're not good enough. It didn't fail because you don't work hard enough. It failed because you're solving a problem that your audience can live with, instead of one that they can't stop thinking about. And that's fixable. And now you know where to look. But there's something else working against small creators right now that most people don't talk about, something that's been quietly making it harder to get your videos in front of more new people.